This is the site you should go to if you would like to have the same controller functionality I have on the PC. Maybe there's an in-game function for it, but when I first loaded up the game, my controllers weren't doing anything. So I still had the save files from Dragon Quest Heroes, and I just moved. I still had the controller file from Dragon Quest Heroes, so I just transferred that over. What you've got to do is find your directory where your Dragon Quest Heroes 2 game is, and then place the X360 CE file in there. So you will need the 64-bit version because Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is a 64-bit game. So make sure that you get this version right here. Go to www.x360ce.com or controller emulator to get Dragon Quest Heroes on PC working with controller. And then when you've loaded it up, it should look something like this. Now, just so you know that this segment I'm going to put in the very beginning of the game. This might be the most relevant portion of the video for some viewers. Alright, so my button configuration is all kinds of messed up because I imported it from Dragon Quest Heroes 1, and then I kind of tweaked it a little bit to be more default, so it's kind of a half custom, half default, all inconvenient. I won't be able to play for a week, so I haven't really developed any muscle memory other than what I've still got from Dragon Quest Heroes 1. I think I may just select my old style. It's so weird. I don't know. I mess up half the buttons in that, but I get so much better in battle. So this is what it is as I start playing. So I'm going to leave it like this for now, actually. Keep in mind that, again, this controller window here is... I'm doing this at the end of my recording tonight. So by the next time, I will change it up back to Dragon Quest Heroes 1 configuration. And I will stumble a bit when it comes to non-combat methods, but I'll be better off for it. I had no idea this game had come out. I just live under a rock. But yes, the controller settings work. So what I've got is I'm using the other controller because I don't want to mess with screwing around with which controller is which right now. But I used the file that I used to play Dragon Quest Heroes 1 controller. Let's go ahead and get rolling. I've already done the graphics settings actually, and then popped out and tried to get the controller working. I think I kind of see why I wanted the other controller in general. When I hit up, it kind of... Alright, well, let's just move on. I'm kind of concerned that I'm not going to be able to get my name Tran. That's actually my name. I'm kind of concerned I won't get my name Tran as the registered name. Kind of went out the other way around, but that's fine. I'll screw with the controller settings later. I just need to get going. So welcome to Tran Wins Dragon Quest Heroes 2. I played the first one, and I'll try to talk while I play. Now choose the hero you'll control in your adventures in the world. This won't affect what you can access in the game. Please choose a hero. Now, although Lazaro is hot-headed and I picked Aurora the first time, I have seen a video of this while I was downloading the game. I bought the game and I had to download it. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to go girl again on this one because Lazaro, I don't like his personality. I'm a serious person. So I like serious people, and Lazaro, he just keeps making all these comments, and I just want him to be quiet. I'm sorry, I know that I'm probably in the minority in this, but I'm gonna go with Teresa, a cool, collected young knight in training who leads with natural wit and talent.
Let's go.
Now you can adjust various settings. I already did that. You can also connect with other players by enabling online features. You're free to disable them at any time. Last of all, choose your control method and camera settings. Both of these can be changed during the game at any time. The game features an autosave function. Do not turn off the power while your data is being saved. Autosave uses a single save slot. Adventure log successfully created. Should ever wicked war resume, a dragon shall the sun consume, and sibling souls be born as once before. But till the land be steeped in blood, may sovereign twins, however good, Never hope to rule in peace forevermore.
Once upon a time, many years ago, there was a long and terrible war.
Hold fast! We must stand and fight!
Now, I did have some minor concerns that I wanted to kind of have twin swords.
Allow this grizzled veteran to offer you some pointers, young warrior. The first thing you're going to need to do is get close enough to attack. Advance!
I did want to... Hold on, I gotta wait for Helix to...
To unleash your fury. Attack is the best form of defense, you know. Excellent work, soldier. Variety is the spice of battle, so use all kinds of attacks.
My control seems really weird. I don't think keyboard settings is gonna cut it. So I may have to rebind these controls, but then it won't match the magic casting again. I'll be confused every time I use magic. See, what's going on is, let's see here. Okay. So normal attack is left button.
Oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget to jump too. Float like a butterfly, and sometimes you can sting like a bee.
Keep wanting to do the bounce attack I would often do with the previous Knight Captains. So I was worried about picking a character with a shield because I wanted to try, something a little... I thought Twin Sword sounds better. Not because I think it's cooler, but because I wanted more damage. But the video I was watching, it showed that you can eventually change their gear, so it doesn't matter. My only regret is that she uses fire attacks.
Finish him. Go on, just as you were trained.
But I thought heavily about it, and I decided that I would be happier playing this character, who I think I get along with better.
Ow. Huh? Why was I dreaming about the war? The War of Kings. Must be my choice of reading material.
Prepare to make port!
When the war finally ended, the people of the world made a solemn pact never to fight again. The world was divided into 7 realms, and peace reigned for 1,000 years.
Hey!
Ah! Better late than never.
So you guessed I was napping, eh? You know me too well.
Honestly, how did I come to have such a lazy bones for a cousin?
Cousin? You never told me you two were related.
For our sins. So, how did you two meet?
Oh, we got talking one day at the academy.
I'm Helix. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Wait, have we met somewhere before?
Huh?
So, how's everyone back home in Tunisia?
Oh, they're fine. Though I hate to say it. You look like you're doing pretty well yourself.
Can't complain.
Almost forgot. Here, a little present from everyone. You've been in harbour for a year now. We thought you might be pining for a taste of home.
You can say that again. This little beauty's going in a stew.
By the way, how are you enjoying life here in the big city? So this is the famous cathedral. It's incredible. The pictures really don't do it justice. Should ever wicked war resume, a dragon shall the sun consume, and sibling souls be born as once before. But till the land was steeped in blood, we sovereign twins, however good, ne'er hope to rule in peace forevermore. Right? Isn't that how the prophecy goes?
Yeah, not that I have a clue what it means. Maybe something like, don't you dare fight each other again! That's my best guess anyway.
Will you stop waving that thing around? Oh, I see you're every bit as reckless as ever.
And I see you're every bit of scared of a little fun.
Me?
Right, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to hit the barracks.
What? Hey, wait! Wait for me! Not bad. It's even got a little backyard. Well, I say little. It was big enough to swing a sword in. Which reminds me, I never asked you how your studies have been going. You're top of the class, I suppose?
Of course I am. I'm the best swordsman in the academy by miles.
Is that so?
Here. If you don't believe me, I'll be happy to show you. Quick spar while the pot boils?
You're on. But I won't be holding back. I hope you're ready. Things are about to get serious.
Let the duel of the cousins commence! This is going to be amazing! I mean, all right, recruits, listen up! Begin by showing me that you know the basic forms. This one first. That's it! Next, have a go at this one. Good! It seems you're attacking is in order. Now for defense. As you know, enemy attacks can be evaded by dodging. Go ahead, show me how it's done.
Alright, I gotta rebind that. It's really left trigger for me.
Of course, any self-respecting
It's left over from when I was playing this.
if you please.
Oh, I wasn't listening to Helix. I assume he wanted me to block.
Demonstration of offensive and defensive skills, soldier. Now, let's look at spells and special abilities. Remember, both cost magic points to use. Go ahead and try using one. Inferno Slash! Inferno Slash! Inferno! Ha! Burn!
Yep, that's the stuff. You've been busy this last year, eh?
I see that the old rivalry between you two is hotting up. Shall we finish by talking about tension? As I'm sure you have learned, both attacking and being attacked cause your tension to increase. The bar at the bottom left of the screen shows your current tension level. Now, let the spirit of cousinly competition flow free and fill that bar.
Use the right stick to control the camera. You can also use the right stick to lock the camera onto certain enemies. If you'd like to customize your camera settings, open up the menu and select miscellaneous settings, then the camera settings. Ha! Not too shabby. You've been keeping yourself busy this last year, I see. And it looks like you've actually been doing your homework for once. Shall we step things up a gear? I thought you'd never ask. Alright! Time to take the gloves off and get serious. Stop! Stop! Someone's going to get hurt if you carry on like that.
Certainly better than you used to be.
You're not too bad yourself.
Very good. You two recruits certainly know one end of a sword from the other. Bravo, bravo!
Well, I still own a shield, so I win.
Must be stewed to perfection by now. Should we dig in?
Let's.
Trust me, you can beat someone to death with that. the cutscenes still have that issue.
Smells just like home. Here you go.
Thanks very much. Well then, here's to a delicious reunion dinner. It's good to see you.
And you. Huh? What was that? An explosion?
What's going on?
It's the Tunisians! The Tunisians are attacking!
Huh? Did he just say Tunisians?
Yeah.
Hurry! Everyone inside! Quickly! Archers, loose!
It's a wall! A real live wall!
How can this be happening? War's forbidden in the Seven Realms. We're not allowed to fight. And anyway, Harbour and Tunisia are supposed to be
There's
allies.
no time to worry about that now. These people are in danger. Let's do what we were trained to do.
That may be the only time I ever agree with him.
You're right.
We'll see. Well, we should keep a running tab. So yeah, the cutscenes still have that same lag issue with audio desynchronization that the first game did on PC. I can fix that though now that I'm aware of it.
Hey, what's the Tunisian army doing here with this platoon of elite monsters? I'm scared, Lazarel.
You just hang back, Helix. Me and Teresa will help the Harbin army beat back the Tunisians. Alright, it's time for action. We have to keep them from getting into Harba.
Can't believe our first real battle has to be against our own people.
Me neither. We won't be very popular in Tunisia after this.
We can't afford to worry about that right now. Let's just concentrate on keeping the people of Harbour safe.
I keep hitting the button that I think is supposed to start my strong attacks.
Hey, do you think Cesar knows this is happening?
Cesar? Who is Cesar?
He's a prince of Tunisia. We're old friends. Kind of.
I really hope he's not involved in any of this.
I'm relearning my combos, even though the buttons are completely different. They're completely different from the previous controller setup I had. Press B when your tension gauge is full to go into high tension mode for a limited time.
I can't wait a moment longer.
As long as you're in high tension mode, you'll be totally immune to damage, and that's just for starters. Your attack power will also increase, and any status ailments will be cured instantly. And as if that wasn't enough, you'll also be able to use spells and abilities without spending a single point of MP. When you're done, press B to unleash a coup de grace and leave high tension mode in style.
Inferno Slash!
I wrote the first FAQ for Dragon Quest Heroes 1, so I think you're probably in for a treat watching this.
Now, will you please all just turn around and go home? I don't want to hurt you any more than I have to.
Blimey, I don't know about them, but I'm quaking in my boots. Wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of you.
There were no wikis, no Steam strategy guides, no nothing when I was writing my guide.
The fight's gone out of them. The Tunisians are faltering. And most of the townspeople have been evacuated to safety. We should fall back behind the gates ourselves.
Floating things are just herbs, they just heal you. You don't need them.
Yeah, that looks like the last of them.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? On your feet, you two. This is no time to be lying around. You want to save Harbour, don't you? Let's show this lump that bigger isn't always better.
I like confident heroes. It's probably because they're kind of like. It's probably because they kind of remind me of myself.
club hits you, it's night-night.
It's enormous.
Since when did the Tunisian army start using these?
Of course, my buttons are my finger muscles do not agree with the new controller setup I put in.
Nightclubbers may be big, but they take a while to recover their footing after attacking. Wait for him to swing his club, then dive in and strike. Be careful. Even if you avoid his attacks, the shockwaves can still knock you off balance. You need to jump at just the right moment. Looks like he's worn himself out. Now's our chance. Attack!
I hit the wrong button for dodge, and then I was still holding the other direction. I don't think this is doing what I think it's supposed to be doing. It allows me to heal.
Not so big and scary now, are you?
I think he's just about had enough.
Don't get cocky, you two. There's nothing more dangerous than a cornered beast.
I can't wait a moment longer. I hope you're ready for this.
Achievement unlocked, winning beginnings. You can say that this nightclub was shut down.
Quickly, everyone! Inside the gates! Come on!
Wait, that's...
But why would he?
So he means to make us barge our way in. You can't hide forever, O noble king. Sooner or later, justice will be done. Fall back!
That was... Cesar, wasn't it?
Yes, no doubt about it. If the prince himself was leading the attack, then something terrible must have happened. Oh,
Not bad at all. You two did well out there
thanks
today.
to you. If you hadn't stepped in when you did, well,
Who are you, anyway? You're not from around these parts, that's for certain.
Honestly, you can't just go asking who she is like that. You haven't even introduced yourself yet.
You're right. We haven't made our introductions, have we? But I fear that will have to wait. It looks like these gentlemen are keen to have a little word with us first.
The full circumstances have yet to be established, but it has been confirmed beyond doubt that the Tunisians were indeed behind this attack. The question of why, however, is...
What does it matter why? We were attacked without warning or provocation. Firm and decisive retaliation is the only possible response.
But your majesty, to do so would be to abandon 1,000 years of peace and risk the fulfillment of the prophecy.
1,000 pardons, your majesty. If you'll forgive the intrusion, we bring the warriors who repelled the Tunisians, as per your command.
Ah, so it was you who delivered the citizens of Harbor from peril. You have my heartfelt thanks.
Ah, don't mention it, big man. All in a day's work for the likes of us.
Seriously? That's the king you're talking to, you idiot.
And who exactly are you, might I ask?
Oh, I'm just... sorry. I'm a student here in Harbour. I came from Tunisia to study at the academy. And this is my cousin. She just got here from Tunisia today. She's
What
come
did
for
you
a
say?
visit.
You mean to tell us that Tunisian citizens were present in the capital prior to the assault? Of all. Admit it. You are agents of the enemy, sent here to lay the groundwork for this cowardly attack.
That's not true. We just heard a commotion and came running. We were only trying to help.
Enough of your lies. Do you take us for fools?
That's enough.
Yes, actually, we
Think
do.
a moment. Why would spies sent by Tunisia fight against their own army? It doesn't make sense. These are not spies. They are heroes. I will gladly vouch for them.
And who are you, exactly?
Forgive my rudeness. I am Desdemona, envoy of the High King of Accordia. I come at the behest of his radiance himself. Your Majesty, my master, long may he reign, bade me make haste to harbour the moment Tunisian forces were observed crossing the border. My orders are simple. Do everything in my power to support you in preventing the ravages of war from blighting these lands again.
Is that so? We Harbins have no desire to take up arms against Tunisia. We are more inclined to seek counsel with our former allies and find a means of restoring peace. These hostilities must not continue. To this end, we hereby call upon the aid of the High King. We humbly request that he act as intermediary between us and the people of Tunisia.
Very good, Your Majesty. I will return to Accordia right away. Your words will greatly please his radiance.
Wait. You have to let me come with you. I can't just stand by and do nothing while Tunisia and Harbour tear each other apart.
Me neither. I'm coming too.
Well, Your Majesty, do we have your blessing?
Very well, Lady Desdemona. Your two young friends may accompany you on your mission.
My thanks.
Your Majesty, I solemnly swear we'll do everything in our power to...
Right, now we're talking! Leave it to us, big man. We'll get the High King to help even if I have to twist his arm off.
I too shall accompany these brave warriors, Your Majesty.
Stop it!
Huh?
You two be serious for just 1 second.
Yeah, and so you can see why I don't like this guy.
Go safely now.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Alright, so that was some horrible desync issues. I'm gonna fix that for you. At the very end of the episode, I'll show you what it looks like to me. It kind of ruins some of the impact, but thankfully I did see it ahead of time when I was waiting for the download to finish. Because I was kind of worried about who I should pick. I just started watching this one guy while I was waiting for it to download. It's good to be back. Forget what her voice was like. Right, time to set off for Accordia. To get there, we'll need to cross Greenup Pastures, which lies to the north of Harba. Accordia? Wow! I've never been before. I've seen the Pinnacle of Peace, though. They say you can see it from anywhere in the world. Indeed you can, and that's where we'll be meeting the High King. Do try to be on your best behavior, won't you? Who, me? Don't worry, royals love me! Alright, let's get to the capital and have his radiance put an end to this war once and for all. I think I kinda sprayed the monitor there. By the way, when we get to Accordia, people might start calling me Lady Desdemona and saluting and things. Oh, we know. We've heard all the stories about Desdemona the Red, the High King's most trusted knight and envoy. We're big fans! Please, not you as well. Look, we're going to be traveling together, so just plain Desdemona will be fine, okay? And what about you two? I know you're cousins and that you're both from Tunisia originally, but what do I call you? I'm Teresa, and this is Lazaro. We're both training knights at the Academy in Tunisia. Well, sort of. I've spent the last year studying in Harba. Needed to get away from Miss Smarty Pants here. Lazaro, don't call me that in front of Lady Desdemona. I can see I'm going to have some fun with you two. Come on then, shall we get going? Ah, breathe in that sweet, sweet air. And the weather's perfect too. Makes you wish you had some time to lie down and soak up some sun. Soak up some bonks in the head, more like. The monsters around these parts are a mischievous bunch. And besides, knights in training aren't supposed to spend their days lazing around in sunny meadows. Come on, let's get moving. When traveling to the war zones where specific battles happen, you'll often go through open areas otherwise known as wild zones. When moving around in wild zones, things will change depending on whether or not you're currently in battle. When monsters are nearby, you'll draw your weapons and ready to fight, and when they're further off, you'll put your weapons away. When you're in battle, only your MP will recharge, but out of battle, both HP and MP will be replenished. I don't think there's really anything I can do, is there? Let me try real fast. No. Alright, let's just move on. That's really my left trigger, so I'll have to think about it. I probably did this for ease of use. What's this strange crystal? I haven't seen one of these before. It's called a Zoom Stone. You can use Zoom to travel to them. They've been around since, well, forever. Oh, I see. Zoom's that spell that lets you travel to far-off places in the blink of an eye, isn't it? You need a Zoomathus to cast it, right? Then we need to get one. That sounds like my kind of spell. I hate to break it to you, but Zoomathus don't exactly grow on trees. I've only ever heard of kings and queens having them. Bah, what a letdown. And here I was thinking we'd be able to zip over to Accordia just like that. Well, don't give up just yet. You never know what you might find. Tell you what, why not attune yourself to this Zoomstone, just on the off chance you end up learning the spell one day? You sometimes find floating jewels called Zoomstones out in the field. Press A to attune yourself to a Zoomstone, and you'll be able to travel there instantly from anywhere by casting Zoom. You are now attuned to the following Zoomstone, Harbin Outlands. Follow the road straight on ahead to reach Accordia. Press back to toggle the minimap in the top right of the screen between a view of your surroundings and of the entire area. Objectives will be indicated on the map with flag icons. I don't think that's the back. I don't know. Do you journey to Accordia, friends? Then there is something I must tell you. Though the road ahead usually teems with monsters, today not a single one is to be seen. So this does mean that the way is clear. I fear that some hidden danger lies in wait. I hesitate to tread the road ahead. Perhaps you should too. Very well. Then I shall pray for your safe journey to Accordia.
This is the final stretch of the road to Accordia. Not far now.
I can't wait. I've always wanted to visit. Pinnacle of Peace, here we come.
So that's the famous tower. It's tall, all right. It'll probably take days to get all the way to the top.
Seriously? You're planning on climbing it?
Yeah!
What is it?
Something's coming this way, through the trees.
Are you alright?
Well, I've not the first clue who yous are, but you couldn't have come at a better time. But I'm in a queer old people, so I am.
You're in a what now?
I see. Seems you've picked up some unwanted admirers.
Seems I have, right enough.
Well, only one thing for it then. Let's give him the old brush off.
Bad luck running into bandits out here on the road.
I thought I always had to look at them. Didn't always had luck on me side.
You do. After all, you ran into us, didn't you?
Oh, you're not wrong there, lad. I'm blessed to have found you when I did.
Drawing and sheathing weapons. Characters will draw or sheath their weapons depending on the situation. Your weapons will be drawn if you perform any attacking actions or if monsters appear nearby. If you stop attacking for a short while, or if monsters are no longer close, your weapons will be sheathed. You can run something. I was accidentally pressed the joystick in time. There are other actions such as change equipment that can only be performed when you put your weapons away. There it is. So I can find that page I missed so that, you can run by pressing right trigger, but only when your weapons are sheathed. There we go. I'll read the rest later. I want to get to a certain point in the game first. And then I can take it easy. But I won't be able to play for like a week after tonight.
Free to go safely on your way, good sir.
By the jeepers, you've saved me bacon, so you have. How can I ever repay yous?
I wouldn't start celebrating just yet. Something tells me those bandits want to know.
She's right. Look over there.
Of all the cheap tricks, jumping out on people from bushes.
Well, it's not all bad. Looks like they think we can't see where they're hiding.
Exactly, which gives us an element of surprise.
Hey, you doing okay over there?
Oh, don't worry about me. Save your breath. Sounds like you need it.
It'll take more than this shower of amateurs to tire out the best swordsman in the academy. Yeah, and don't come back.
That looks like the last of them.
Sure, and I've not the words to thank yous all. If I'd have been on me lonesome, I'd have been Benjax for certain.
So tell us, Pickles, who are you anyway? What's all that rubbish on your back?
Gotta forgive me, menace cut-sheet as I am. Tourniquet to Loon's the name. Humble weapon merchant of Endertown.
Endor. That's not a place I've been to or heard of.
I've never heard of it either.
So you never heard of it at all. I'm starting to think my little hunch might be right. I've only gone and wandered into another blessed world. Too busy seeking out that legendary weapon to notice, so I was.
When you say another world, you mean this one, right? So the place that you're from is somewhere completely different, is it?
Sure, 'tis the only explanation I can think of. I love a good old adventure, see, and there's not a patch of grass in the whole wide world I've not trodden me foot upon. And yet here I find myself in fields of an altogether unfamiliar green. I was rooting around for a way back home in yonder woods when you lads there took a shine to me.
Simple as that, eh? You ran into them and they ran after you.
Wait a minute, though. If you don't know how you ended up here in the first place, you probably don't know how to get back to your own world either, right?
No.
It's Tourniquet, correct?
Aye.
If I might make a suggestion, why not come with us to Accordia and see the High King? Huh? His radiance is one of the wisest men alive. Who knows? He may even be able to tell you how to get back to your world. And besides, Accordia is where all the best and rarest goods in the world change hands. You might even find your legendary weapon there.
Yeah, she's right. You're coming with us, Pickles.
Indeed. Journey with us, good sir.
You two. His name is not Pickles, it's Tourniquet. You can't just bully him into coming. He can decide for himself. Seriously, though. You should come with us. We can't just leave you stranded here.
Oh, how's that for luck, eh? Landed square into lap with the strongest, noblest, kindest band of heroes in this whole new world. How could I possibly find it in me heart to refuse? I'd gladly tag along with yous.
How come you lads are gallivanting off to this Accordia place anyway? Well, two of the kingdoms of our world, Harba and Dunisia, are on the verge of all-out war. So we're on our way to ask the High King if he can help us stop things getting out of hand. Sure, and you have a far more important mission to be getting on with than helping out the likes of me. All part of the service. Right, we'd better get moving. Accordia's just up ahead. Here we are at last. Welcome to Accordia. Wow, so this is the capital. It's even more amazing than I imagined. It really is a city fit for a High King. Speaking of which, we need to hurry up and meet him so we can get things sorted. Come on, let's get this show on the road. Not so fast. You can't just stroll in and say hello, you know. I'll need to arrange us an audience with him. It'll probably take a while to sort out. Why don't you have a look around town while we wait? You don't have to tell me twice. I'm champing at the bit to see what bargains I can get me hands on. I'll be back just as soon as I've rinsed this town for everything it's worth. Toodle over now. I'm keen to take a look around myself. Let's start by letting that priestess over there know what we've been up to, shall we? Let me know when you've finished seeing the sights. I expect we'll have an audience booked by then. You've received Lucius costume for Dragon Boy. Wow, cool! I don't know if that's part of a DLC, or it's because I played the game. Now I'm gonna wait for the messages to end. It must be the DLC because I've never played Dragon Quest Builders. I don't think it's on PC. This could take a while. I'm just waiting for all the messages in. I don't want to cut them off early by walking through a door. Like, it's nice that they're giving all of these things, but perhaps a faster messaging system. It is kind of like Dynasty Warriors, though, man. Those messages would queue up, and you'd be stuck waiting for them to finish before you could, like, enter a gate or the next trigger would happen. Shadowblade sounds cool. There we go. Let's see if I can equip any of that stuff. Well, I guess I'm gonna own the early part of the game now. Even more so than before. Can't attack at all.
Welcome to our humble inn.
Hello, and welcome to the Quester's Rest, where intrepid adventurers from all over the world gather and go forth. I'm still getting things ready, but we'll be open for business soon. This is your first visit, isn't it? Alright, we just need to do a little paperwork first. You need to decide what name you want to use when visiting other dimensions. Bear in mind that other people will be able to see it. Alright, please be available. Whoops. So that's Tran. Alright, just putting that down. Lovely! Thank you very much. In multiplayer mode, your online ID and name will become visible to other people you're playing with. Also, if other players choose to share or stream their gameplay, your online ID and name may become visible via those sharing or streaming services. Do you agree to share your online ID and name with other players and or public while in multiplayer mode? Thank you! You're now free to cooperate with other players in dimensional dungeons, which can be visited from the Quester's Rest. You can also ask other players to help with story battles, and offer to help others with story battles you've already completed. To ask for help with a story battle, simply select the relevant option before the battle begins. In multiplayer modes, you can communicate with other players using a selection of preset phrases. Hold left trigger to bring up a list at the bottom of the screen. When the list is open, move the cursor with left and right to choose the phrase you want to use, then press up to send it. Give it a whirl. Multiplayer is much more fun when everyone's interacting. We'll look forward to seeing you again once we've officially opened. Alright, that's what I really wanted to achieve. I don't know if someone was gonna grab that name first. It is an actual name, and lots of people have that name. Like, lots and lots and lots. So, I was kind of... That's all I really wanted to do. Now I just need to save it. And we'll call it a night for here. We'll worry about the other stuff on the next episode. So let's go ahead and save it. Welcome, child, to the Sanctuary of the Goddess. It is our duty and our pleasure to provide succor to all those of her flock. Here you may confess your deeds before our Holy Mother, that they may be recorded in an adventure log for posterity. As this is your first visit, allow me to offer you this token of the Goddess's abiding love for her children. Teresa receives a Heal Stone. With this sacred stone, you may mend all manner of wounds. May it aid you on your journey and remind you always of her grace. Heal stones can give you an instant mid-battle health boost. Just hold down RB and press up to use one. They'll be consumed upon use, but your stock will be replenished whenever you leave Accordia or enter battle. Now let us begin.
Welcome, child.
Wayward sheep of the great shepherdess, welcome to this house of the goddess. How may we help you?
Let us pray.
Confess all that you have done before the almighty goddess, and will you permit me to record your works in an adventure log? Which adventure log should be used to record your deeds? In that case, I must overwrite Teresa level 2. Do you wish me to proceed, my child? Recording your adventure log. Please do not turn the power off. Your adventure log has been successfully recorded. How else may we aid you? You intend to rest? Do you wish to end your adventure and return to the title screen? Yes. Oh, great shepherdess, please allow this faithful land to return in peace for a while. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Dragon Quest Heroes 2. I'll see you next time.
If you'll forgive the intrusion, we bring the warriors who repelled the Dionysians, as per your command.
So it was you who delivered the citizens of Harbor from peril. You have my heartfelt thanks.
Don't mention it, big man. All in a day's work for the likes of us.
Seriously? That's the king you're talking to, you idiot.
And who exactly are you, might I ask?
Oh, I'm just... sorry. I'm a student here in Harbor. I came from Dionysia to study at the academy. And this is my cousin. She just got here from Dionysia today. She's come for a visit.
You mean to tell us that Dionysian citizens were present in the capital prior to the assault? Of all. Admit it. You are agents of the enemy, sent here to lay the groundwork for this cowardly attack.
That's not true. We just heard a commotion and came running. We were only trying to help.
Enough of your lies. Do you take us for fools?
That's enough.